So here we are at the Great John Street, ready for our 20th birthday celebration. The roof garden is looking fantastic, all set up and ready to go. We just need everybody to arrive now and join us for this fantastic day. And for those that can't make it, we're really sorry that you won't be joining us, but we'll toast for absent friends. Purposeful and diverse with a healthy dose of muddy pragmatism. Always get in there and hands-on. We have a family. Oakridge has a family. Great supporters, friends. We've all become part of our community, for which we're grateful. I looked at some recent statistics that said small businesses, 4 in 10 fail within the first 5 years. So I thought we couldn't let the 20 years birthday, and it is today, pass without some recognition. Oakridge has been our baby, and as a business partner only. And, but we've had to nurture it. It's kept us up all night sometimes. It's needed constant feeding, constant attention. We've been through the growing pains, the troublesome teenage years, and now entering into early adult, which means a new and certainly uncertain phase for all of us. We live in unpredictable times, which makes future planning all the more challenging. However, we believe if we keep our vision and purpose at the heart of what we do, if we continue to deepen our understanding of what's required and will be required from a people development perspective, we continue to horizon scan, keep connected, have those conversations, create the conditions for colleagues and friends and part of the community to thrive and not survive, we hope that we'll be celebrating another 2 decades of success in the future. I want to thank all of you here tonight. Our loyal customers, we appreciate your trust, encouragement and your support. We know that we are in competitive environments, and that you all have a long list of suppliers that you can choose from. But we're grateful that you are part of the Oakridge family, and we do value you as true colleagues. I want to thank our extraordinary team of colleagues who go the extra mile without being asked to, who all huddle around a client need to ensure they always get the best possible solution for that client, and mutually support each other in ways I've never ever seen in all my working years. And I have been around the block a couple of times. Many of them are not here tonight as they're on site delivering programs for clients or have family commitments. But those that are here tonight, I'm going to call you out to say a huge thank you. And I'm doing it in alphabetical order, so and that's why I've got my notes so I don't forget anyone. So if I can say Claire Marie Boggiano, the lovely lady there. Colin Meredith, who does our acting support. Yay! Diadely, another one of our actors. Yay! Eunice Glover. Eunice and So Eunice and I discovered we've worked together for over 23 years on and off, and she hasn't changed one bit from the day we first met. Fraser Penny, who's gay, and my pal Judith Fraser, who deserves a special mention. Judith and I met when she was the controller of HR at Granada TV, and that is 20 years ago as well. Yeah. So Thank you for being such a great friend. Karen Nesbitt, who's joined the team and doing some great work. And Tracy Crampton, my lovely sister, who has taught marketing strategy for the last 7 years. 11 years now, so that's it. She won the work through a very competitive tender. So
we believe you.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to make a special thanks to Deborah Lardishaw, who a number of you know and have connected with. She can't be with us tonight, but Deborah has worked tirelessly to make our female leadership program such a resounding success, and I know there's a number of you in the room tonight. She also drives a huge part of our business development strategy. And I'm so thrilled and delighted to announce that yesterday we secured a huge contract with a big university, we pitched for 5 lots and we got 4. So, and special thanks to Tracy and Deborah and Joe, who's not here tonight. They led that pitch. And I also want to thank our partners who we forged powerful strategic alliances that are always very supportive and step up and beyond when asked. So I want to thank Liz Cross from the Connectors, great partner. Paula Hunter from Hunter PR at the back of the room. Sarah Barrett from Maple, where are you, Sarah? Who's recovering from exam time, not Sarah's exams, oh boy. Sarah Gallagher for Coco Cabana Chocolates, who always make us happy. Stefan York from Anderson York, who has helped win some contracts for us, and always a great listening ear. And I also want to make a special mention to my very dear friend Richard Sherrod, who's come all the way over the Yorkshire Hills to be with us. Where is he?
Right in the back.
Richard and I, he was a client of mine 23 years ago when he was HRD at Swinton, one of my most favourite clients, and I'm so delighted he's become a friend over the years and has been a great listening ear and support to us all. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming through. For those of you who've been on our training programs, you've made yourself vulnerable, then had the courage to try new things, and some of you have made some extraordinary personal changes. We've had many letters of thanks and lovely comments from people who couldn't join us this evening, and I wanted to share a few with you because they took the time to write and talk about Oakridge. So here are a couple of them. Oakridge has taught me that the strongest leaders aren't defined by their job title or the industry they work in. They are defined by their ability to be authentic, to communicate their vision effectively, and to thrive in a fast-changing environment. Qualities that transcend the boundaries between different businesses, people, and organizations. Having an opportunity to learn from your examples and perspectives was hugely beneficial. Taking part has helped me to develop skills that are already changing the way I'm seen by my colleagues, and more importantly, changing the way I see myself. Another one came in saying, I unfortunately cannot make the event, however it's for really good reason. I'm in a role of travelling the week that you're celebrating. I loved all your programs and the coaching sessions that were provided. You asked me once what kind of role I wanted, and then helped me to articulate what I needed and the anchors that would make me the happiest. You also asked me about time frames, how to make a move, and I realised I just had to go for it and make something happen. So here I am. It's a completely different role and still with AstraZeneca. So let's see what the next 12 months brings. Thank you so much to everyone at Oakridge. And the final one, I can honestly say that I'm much braver and stronger as a result of attending your program. Different to anything I've ever done before, it has given me the belief that I can drive things forward with confidence. I took a huge amount away for me alongside the amazing group I worked with. The engaging and caring facilitation meant that I wanted to cover what really mattered, and I felt part of the decision to frame the content and the focus, which was exceptional. Oakridge had a huge impact on the improvement in my confidence, always the perfect blend of content and style and delivery. So in closing, I just want to say we are so proud of all those who participated in our programs and touched by the responses and the many, many stories that they've shared. Too many to share here. But I personally would like to say a thank you to my colleague Mark for all that you are and all that you do. And a special thank you again to all of you for showing up, turning up, giving us this Tuesday evening, for your precious personal time to be with us. I'm always humbled and grateful to each and every one of you by the stories that you share and the connections and the openness that you show. So I'd like to raise a glass to toast each and every one of you's ongoing success, and a special toast to absent friends. So cheers. Cheers. So I'm just going to hand over to Mark, who's going to say a few words.
Oh, thank you, Brigit. You said that up for that. Thanks for that. You said that compliment.
Brigit, who will you give him the bonus to?
Not off the balcony, please. Steady. Right. I mean, thank you for the wonderful setting, by the way, because we're in this fantastic historic building which used to be a school, and if you get the chance to have a look around this place, for those who don't know the history, it's a fantastic building. I just talked to Kevin Charlesworth, who's known Oakridge for, gosh, how long, Kevin? 40 years. That we tend to spend a lot of our time in hotels like this, working, facilitating, and this is probably one of the best places that we've been in, to be fair, so thank you for that. So a history lesson. Those who know Oakridge. 20 years ago, it was founded by Tony Sweeney and Lynn Leahy, both of whom, I think Lynn's away at the moment, Tony couldn't make it either. I met those guys 18 odd years ago, and I used to work in the NFL, British Nuclear Fuels, and I was told to go on an Oakridge program as the head of learning. Thou shalt sit on one of the programs that you buy. And these guys came in and I thought, yeah, here we go, they'll be the same as everybody else. And they weren't. They were absolutely fantastic. There was something about the way that they delivered which was very creative, impactful, and it just made a massive difference. Those who've been through the Oakridge programs, you kind of know that stuff. That's what we do for a living. But back then and even now, that was quite a unique thing. So it kind of sucked me in, it drew me in a bit. And a few years later, I found myself testing seats in the office with Julia Hatherall back in the day. They were trying seats, and I was going for a job with Oakridge. That was me. I was testing seats out for attendees. Became a consultant with the business, and I was walking on the corridor one day, Portugal, and this head popped out the corner and said, we've got to work together, come and join the business please, Mark. And that must have been, what, 12 years ago? Yes. So that brings us up to 12 years ago. I think a lot's happened since then, so one or two of you made the comment there's new faces around here that we don't know from the business, and that's inevitable, things move on. We've been pretty much the consistent, I think, the last 12 years, if nothing else. From a business point of view, we've really pushed hard on developing what we offer, so you see the themes around the excellent leadership stuff that we do, the team effectiveness, team facilitation that Kev was involved in the early days, all the coaching work that we do, and the change work which has become much more prominent for us now is a huge area for us. In fact, I wouldn't say we are not just a training and consultancy business, but we're more kind of partners for the organisations that we work with. If we're not, then talk to us for God's sake, because we should be talking more to you. We're much more involved in the strategic thinking, the planning, the whole kind of talent area. So the business has grown massively. And we are where we are 20 years later. Here we are in the middle of the city centre on the rooftops of Manchester. God knows what we do in 20 years' time to top this one, by the way. But you're part of it. It's not just Brigit, myself, and the team that we've described. It's as much your business as it is ours. You're part of the community. You know Brigit, you know me, you're in with Oakridge. It's as simple as that. So the 20-year birthday is as much for you as it is for us. So a toast to 20 more years for all of us. And enjoy yourselves tonight. 20 more years. That's not mine, is that mine?